Welcome to the Sac Media Center podcast. This is episode 1.
I know. I'm so excited about this. Why did it take almost a year and a half to do this?
Well, we had a lot to do, but yes. I'm John Christensen, the director and manager of the place, and with me is
April Potter, and I run Pirl Productions, and I'm upstairs in the office in the corner.
She also is my number one person when I'm not here or when we need extra help managing the place, when we have visitors from all over the country come and use our facility.
And we do. Awesome. They're from everywhere.
Yep. L.A., New York.
Yeah,
recently we had
exciting.
Head & Shoulders here. Head & Shoulders doing a commercial, which was awesome.
With some of the Kings players who've had lots of music videos in here from one of the other directors and producers in our building, Mr. Gonzo.
Raul Gonzo.
Raul.
Yeah, he has an office here as well.
Mm-hmm.
We only have a few offices, and we have a selective few caliber folks that I consider an honor to work with, and they put this place to good use. However, the studio is available to almost any production group in town. We don't have to talk about all the features here because we've been doing this for a year and a half now.
And you can go to our website.
Go to our website. Check what we got. Check out our diner. We love our diner.
It's SacMediaCenter.com. So if you're listening to us, just go online and listen to us and then creep a little bit and see what our building's about.
And we'll creep right back.
We will. Kind of. We're part-time creepers.
Indeed. So, April, you do have an office here, and you run Pirl Productions, which is exciting because you're independent. And you're a great associate to work with.
Thank you.
We love assisting you when we can. But it's fun how you just take on projects and just go full force. You're a live social media host. Not just Facebook, but all the other social medias. You are a live host for many organizations in town. And
trying to be, yeah. Just finished up the Sac Boat Show, and last summer was the Pepper Festival and the Sac County Fair. So being able to produce live videos to connect people that aren't there at that moment to entice them to come out maybe later that day or the next day.
And this
is
really
fun. It's all
location.
live.
Yeah.
I film it. I'm the one talking, doing the interviews and making the connections, but it's amazing. It's amazing to meet the people and find out. I learn a lot. Because these are things that I don't know a lot about. So I am the dork. I will embarrass myself and be the supreme consumer just to get the answers that, need to be.
And yet it's so relatable to the viewer because they're able to see on their computers before they come out to the event or didn't even know the event's going on. You're able to give them the on-location insight, and it's amazing.
And all the information and my reactions are organic and in the moment because I haven't pre-prepped in the way that you think that it would be pre-prepped and where you're asking questions ahead of time. Like, I don't know what they're going to tell me. I don't know what I'm going to be shown. I have no idea. So we're going to find out together and cross our fingers that it comes out cool.
Well, I have to comment that you make it look easy, and you have such great poise, and it's just fun watching, especially when some go long, where they even grab you out of the audience. That's one of the circus events where they had the death ball, where they ride motorcycles around.
I don't like that you just called it the death ball.
It looked like it, and they had you stand in the center of it, and you were doing it live, nonstop, and it was
what
just
he's talking
amazing.
About is at the Sac County Fair, they have this one. It really does look like a big death ball. You have two riders. Well, at the time I didn't know there was going to be two. There's one he's on a dirt bike basically, and he's riding around the circular ring, just getting to the highest points all around. And then I get called to go participate and get in the ring with them. Only I didn't go with the one rider. They stuck me in with two riders. I had no helmet on, and these guys are riding around my head like if they slipped, I would have been decapitated on camera. And it was, I didn't realize the magnitude of it until
sphere, yes.
After. And then I watched the video still, and I literally shake, and I'm kind of anxious. I'm like, what was I thinking? But it was like the most amazing adrenaline rush.
I was
ever.
here in the office, and I saw the live. I just couldn't believe what you were doing. And I just thought, and I was cheering you. I was like, girl, go, go, go. But what's interesting is that I will comment that you have a style when you do these live performances. And again, folks, this is amazing because her views grow. She just had 24,000 views on this last event.
Yeah.
But it's
Which
April's
to some people might be like, oh, but there are videos that have millions. But these are without boosts, and they're all organic. And they're with pages that have very low numbers. And so the goal is to increase it in a different way.
I just shared a lot. But when I watch you, you just have such a great flow. You just go and go and go, and you do it very well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you do well.
No more talking about me. John is a 30-year veteran in the broadcast media and production and photography, and has toured with Drum Corps for 10 years, producing so many videos for... He's going to tell you because this man will talk all day about all of it. But he's behind all of the Lasher, Elk Grove, Dodge commercials you see here locally in Sacramento. So when you see that Vince guy on your TV...
Great guy. Great to work with.
You know, this is a team that's behind it. And then so many other productions, but that's just part of what he does is
and recently
in managing here.
We're now doing Naturewood commercials.
Yep.
With the lovely Brooklyn.
And had even a spot aired
yeah.
during the Super Bowl.
Oh, yes. That was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And that was a fun project because that we just found out about some time available during the Super Bowl on Channel 13 or CBS.
Wasn't it like the day before?
It was the day before because they just happened to have 2 5-second spots available. So it was less than 24 hours. We put something together and had young Brooklyn, lovely family, lovely young lady who loves doing this work anyway.
And she's 6 years old.
She's 6 years old.
She said that. Like Miss Brooklyn is this little, I don't even know what to say. Like she's a firecracker of a little girl.
Adorable.
And so amazing. But yeah.
We have a lot of fun. And there was a concern. I mean, you're 6 years old. You can only. I mean, you can't ask someone to go more than 15 minutes of dialogue. But she loves it,
and not a trained actor.
Not a trained actor. But boy, she's a very smart young lady. And but we turned this thing around in less than 24 hours of the commercial, and we knocked it out. And that's what I normally do is TV commercials now. I did a long 10-year stint of doing tour documentaries for the Drum and Bugle Corps organizations around the country. A lot of fun doing that. But that was for 10 years, and I was able to move back and work here in Sacramento doing mostly TV spots. Sacramento being a large TV market as it is, it's been very successful.
Especially being a political market. Like we have so much that goes on that people don't realize that's actually filmed here local.
And a lot of our stuff doesn't end up on TV as well. Now it's a lot of YouTube presentations, web presentations, what's new.
Interior business for their business.
Yeah. So there's plenty of work out there. And again, we're very happy to provide that service. Now having the studio, we do both. We allow folks to come in and use the facility while we're in our offices doing our commercials.
Because it's really exciting to see what other people are putting together and meet everyone else on those teams and get re-inspired. Like you just never know what you're going to come across or what you're going to see or what's going to spark that new inspiration.
Indeed, we love working with our peers, and especially the fact that we can tie into each other's resources if we need to, and that's really an advantage for us, especially here in this area. And then we
have like builders in here. So like having Odin Abbott of Odin Makes in the back, and he's got a warehouse. Like this man has over 300,000 subscribers on his YouTube. He's at some con this weekend promoting all sorts of things. So, go give his YouTube page a subscribe and follow him. That's Odin Abbott of Odin, Odin Makes. But they build the sets and do so much production. And there's this facility isn't just for we're filming, like it's ongoing. There's costuming, there's meetings, there's podcasts. Like we are doing a podcast because we see other people doing their podcast in here.
Chamber of Commerce that comes and does a podcast with us. We record their podcast every month.
Right.
And as we mentioned, Odin Abbott, man, talk about content creation. He knocks it out 3 or 4 times a month, and he's very busy, and he's getting very popular, and we're just so proud to have him in our building.
And then Douglas Taylor up front with photography, and they're doing everything with Sac Republic, and they were just working with NBA and Vegas doing photos, and they do media days. Like they are amazing in their genre of what they're working in.
Great addition to our studio family. And again, our studio is available for many other folks to come and use it, and whether it's a half-day or full-day use. Even our podcast room, it's now available on an hourly basis, and it's a lot of fun. We've
got a green room, we have a diner, we have tons of parking, we have loading docks. So,
parking.
We love to have productions here, and we were saying earlier, we really have had, Gordon Ramsay was, I want to say, our first production. He was our
first major production when we first opened the doors after we remodeled, and that was amazing.
That was November, so we opened doors October, really?
October of 2017.
2017, and then by end of November, we had that production, so I was production assistant for him, which was amazing. But we like to open it up, and we want people to not feel that they have to just work with us as producers or directors or whatnot, but the space is open for you to do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
To succeed in what you're trying to succeed in.
And we love hearing the comments from all the folks who use our facility of just positive reviews, and they just appreciate our willingness to work with them, as well as having a lovely facility that they can work in and use anytime they need. So, yeah.
I know I'm sitting here wanting to name drop. I'm like, we've had some cool people up in this building, like Miss Taylor Parks, who, Gonzo's worked with again. Like, he's been amazing at pumping out these music videos with some incredible artists. He just was in here again this last week filming. And I don't know if I can name drop that yet since the video is not out.
The Dreamers.
The Dreamers. And they're going to be here at Concerts in the Park May 17th, which is a free concert at Cesar Chavez in Sacramento. And they were the nicest guys. And they love my dog. Anytime anyone... Actually, everyone loves my dog. So I can't really talk crap about that. I'm like...
Yes, if you're going to come and visit us, make sure Pirl...
That's my, I go by Pirl as my stage name, but my dog is Pirl Jr., basically, and she's the sweetest thing in the world.
Kitty. Oh, my goodness. She loves loved.
Yes, she will be on a production sitting at your feet if you are doing the teleprompter or whatever. Like, she loves it.
She's kind of like she soothes the whole room when she sits right in front of the camera, and she's very quiet.
She does.
Yeah, and she's just a lovely
She absorbs the nervous energy of the creatives that are working their little asses off and are nerve-wracked, because when you're producing something to share with the world, you're like,
and Pearl's right in the middle, but such a well-behaved dog, and just a lovely, lovely.
So if you come here, just know that there is a dog on site, and she will love you.
She will just wag her tail all day long. Yeah, everyone loves that. No, I agree. We've had a lot of successes just in a year and a half, and it's like, and it's such a whirlwind. This is an excellent time for us to sit down and just talk about that, because we really haven't.
We haven't at all.
No, because
we
so
do
busy.
it almost on a daily in the diner.
We're pleased.
But not like this. So this might be something that you'll catch weekly, just so we can, or bi-weekly. We'll figure it out.
We'll see what happens.
You'll just catch it when we post it, because we're busy and we're creating and doing stuff, but... we want to connect with you guys.
And we're just at the tip of the iceberg of the stories we can tell. And they're just wonderful.
I'm like, I know, I feel like, do we have to go get approval to be like, can I tell that story right now?
We'll have to edit this maybe. We'll see.
That's the one thing I love about this industry we work in is it's secretive. And we have to be so quiet until we can talk about it all. And we're like, can you hurry up and share your project so we can share our photos and the behind-the-scenes stuff, because it was awesome.
And, it's funny because we'd get complimented on that, too, because we do keep a lid on the social media. Because there's some times where there may be a guest here that we have to be very quiet about. Because if we're not, then we'll have a whole bunch of people at the door trying to get autographs.
Yeah, see, there's some other names I want to drop, and I'm like, those things haven't come out yet. I can't say their names.
That's what makes fun about this.
So when you see us around town and we look just normal, we're like, the secrets that we're holding right now?
We love our work. We really do. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, let's wrap this up. Thank you again for listening to our podcast, and please visit us at sacmediacenter.com.
Do you know our website?
Let's say sacmediacenter.com. I mean, it's funny because we just found our Yelp page had us listed wrong, so we're correcting that. Again,
and that's part of business. Like, you guys, go check your stuff.
Check your stuff.
When you first launch, and you're like, I think I did it right, but I was also tired, and I may have had a bottle of wine. I don't know.
Who knows? Yes. I mean, just recently, and again, I know we need to wrap this up, but we just get this major inquiry from folks who want to use a facility. They want to know, well, how much parking do you have?
Right.
Well, we got tons of parking, but I keep forgetting. They don't see that, know that. We need to make that very clear that for East Coast clients who come out, parking is a premium. And if we have a whole bunch of
our Bay Area friends that have crappy parking situations.
We got lots of parking.
Even if you're in downtown Sacramento. Sure. Just come up a little bit to here off of Exposition. We're in the Arden area, and we have all the parking that you would need for your production.
And a loading dock and a full backyard with a lockable gate. So
conference room, green. We have the talent green room, which we're going to name that something. It's going to be our new Sparkle room. The green room was a term from way back in the day.
It's true, because there's green screen,
because people get confused all the time. They're like,
Studio A, but
why
then green room.
Green?
Yeah, that's true. But green room. That's true. Should we change the name? I think we'll have to call it green room / something. Sparkle
because
room
us in industry understand it still.
Indeed.
But come. We would love to see your faces. send us an email inquiry if you have a production going on, you need a tour. But we'll probably just check in with you and let you know what's going on. Otherwise, follow Christensen Media if you have some of those big video jobs that you need done. John is amazing. I'm just going to promote him. He's sitting here looking at me, so I'm like, it's hard to promote yourself.
Crossing my eyes.
Right. And then if you need someone to get out there and help promote you on that social media and
April's the person.
MC your live events and do those types of things. I'm really good at that and love it. I do work in video, but to be honest, my love is the live connecting with businesses and people.
You've been MCing for a long time. You're a professional MC.
Yeah, I love MCing. Like I've
MC'd
fundraisers and fashion shows and art shows that were 3 hours long, and then so that's why doing these other videos is really easy. So hit us up. I'm at Pirl Productions, at PIRL Productions.com. I know it's a little bit of a different spelling, so go check us out.
And I'm at Christensen Media, but my website is CMediaPost or CMPost.com.
So there you go. This is our episode 1 of a Sac Media Center's podcast.
So check us out at SacramentoMediaCenter.com, and please feel free to drop on by, and we'll be happy to give you a tour. Call first. So if the door's locked and there's a car outside, ring the doorbell. We'll let you in.
Right.
Thanks again.
Have a great week, you guys.